Hello friends, welcome to my channel Grammarian Bhai. And today let's solve The Boy Who Broke the Bank, the remaining extract of this chapter, especially from the workbook of Treasure Chest. So here is the MCQ. So here I will read only the correct options. So the first one, how did Nathu emphasize his annoyance? So the option A is correct, by rousing dust while brooming. Second one, who was the person whom Sitaram met at the fourth home he visited? So option B is correct, Mrs. Srivastava. Third one, in whose employment did Sitaram try to look for a job for Nathu? Option B, Mrs. Srivastava. Number 4, why was Sitaram glad in the beginning of the story? So option A is correct. He was able to help both his friend and his customer. Number 5, Mrs. Srivastava misunderstood Sitaram's statement and started believing that the People Nagar Bank was on the verge of, number D is correct, bankruptcy. Number 6, what did Mrs. Bhushan say about the bank? Option B is correct. The bank was about to go bankrupt. Number 7, what was Deep Chand's profession? Option C is correct, a barber. Number 8, what did Deep Chand's customer do when he heard the news? So the answer is option D, rush to contact Govind Ram on telephone. Number 9, in the story, Seth Govind Ram, option A, was holidaying in Kashmir. Number 10, which of the following is not true about Ganpat, the beggar? Option C is correct. He was miraculously cured. Number 11, according to the rumors, what had Seth Govind Ram done? So here option D is correct, all of the above. Number 12, what did the account holders demand from the bank? So the option C is correct, immediately release of their money. Number 13, what is the moral of the story? A boy who broke the bank. So here option B is correct. Rumors are destructive. Now let's deal the remaining extracts, especially the question and answers. So this will be the second part of video, and those who have not yet watched the first part, it is there in the playlist. You can go through it if you are interested. And if you think the videos are helpful to you, then please don't forget to subscribe the channel. So the first question of this extract 5 is, what were the men who stood in groups talking about? So the answer will be, the men who stood in groups were talking about the crashing of its financial institution, the bank. People were talking to withdraw money in time and also discussing the luxurious life of the Seth Govind Ram. They also decided not to invest money in the bank. Second question, how did the people react? What made them think that Seth Govind Ram had fled with their money? So the answer could be, Seth Govind Ram was held responsible for the collapse of the bank. He was not contactable as he was holidaying in Kashmir. He might have been aloof and not mixing with the town people, or they would have known of his trip. Next one, what were the rumors about Seth Govind Ram? The rumors about Seth Govind Ram were that he fled from the state, or fled the country, or hiding in the town, or he hanged himself from the tamarind tree. The other rumor was that his dead body was found by the sweeper boy. Next one, why was the tamarind tree important? The tamarind tree is a large and shady tree at one end of the bazaar, which provided shade as well as a meeting point for the town people. It was the center of all social activities. Number 5, do you think that the way Seth Govind Ram behaved made the rumors easier to believe? Give reasons to support your answer. So the answer is yes. The way Seth Govindram behaved made the rumors easier to believe because he was a very rich man who did not mingle or mixed with each and everyone. So all were unaware of his vacation trip to Kashmir. Hence, his absence gave fuel to the rumor. Next extract, number 6. And the first question is, who were the people at the counters? Why were they asked to return the next day? So the answer is, the people at the counter were those who had sued their money and deposited it in the bank. They were bank's customers. They were asked to return the next day because the bank had run out of its cash. Second one, what was their reaction? Why was anyone not able to fetch the Seth? Why? So the answer is, they shouted, restored to pelt, throw stones at the bank. No one was able to fetch the Seth because he was holidaying in a houseboat in Kashmir. Next one, why did the mischief makers who did not even have a paisa in the bank join the crowd? How did the crowd mentality of the masses add to the confusion? So the answer is, to add to the confusion more, people joined the crowd even they had no money or paisa in the bank. The crowd shouted slogans, they threw stones and bricks, they did damage to the bank as well as its investors. Number 4, what do you think would have happened outside the bank after the brick was hurled through the air? So the answer could be, people picked up whatever they found and hurled it at the bank. They were shouting slogans against the bank. Employees must have locked themselves inside. Gradually, the crowd must have dispersed. Number 5, according to you, which incident reflected the madness of the town? So the answer is, the hurling of the brick at the window followed by vandalism of the bank. We can see this from the impact of the rumor in the story where all the bank employees would lose their jobs due to the rumor and the local people would have to go another 30 miles for banking transactions. Thus, it is of particular importance today as we live in a world of instant news. One post on social media can do great harm. Next, extract 7. And the first question is, how did the manager try to pacify the crowd? So the answer is, the manager tried to speak to the crowd. He pacified them, assured them that the bank had the money. He assured the people that he would organize cash for them the next day. Next one, was he speaking the truth? What did the crowd do when they were asked to come the next day? So the answer is, yes, he was speaking the truth. The crowd restored to vandalism and shouted slogan and wanted their money immediately when they were asked to come the next day. Number 3, why did people want their money as soon as possible? Why didn't anyone believe the manager? Why did the townfolk merely rely on the rumors? So the answer is, people wanted their money as soon as possible because they believed that the bank was on the verge of collapse. The managers stayed aloof, hence they did not trust. The crowd trusted each other because the order was unreachable. Number 4, what is the irony in the situation mentioned in the extract? So the answer is, the irony in the situation mentioned in the extract is that the bank had a lot of money in the form of investments but did not have the cash. Number 5, the tongue is mightier than the sword. How does this story support this statement? So the answer is, in this story, it can be seen how gossip can create and spread leading to a disaster. Rumor as it spreads through the town makes the sound bank bankrupt, and everyone heading to the bank to withdraw their money. Each person finds the rumor more plausible than the truth. Next extract number 8, and the first question is, what made Nathu angry enough to swear? What does he say about his status? So the answer is, Nathu was angry since he was not paid his salary nor the additional 2 rupees he had asked for. He grumbled about it, leading to a rumor that the bank did not have funds. The bank where he worked had collapsed. He was typical poor working boy. Next question, what new job is the washerman's boy talking about? How frequently does he meet Nathu? So the answer is, the job of a sweeper at Mrs. Srivastava's house, the washerman's boy talking about. He meets daily when he goes collecting or distributing clothes for his father, the washerman. Number 3, what had happened? Why would Nathu have to take up a new job? So the answer is, Nathu was not paid his salary nor the additional 2 rupees he had asked for. He grumbled about it, leading to a rumor that the bank did not have money. The bank where he worked had collapsed. What was supposed to happen later in the morning? So the answer is, later in the morning, the manager had promised to collect funds from the nearby bank and repay People Nagar Bank's customers. Next one, the boy who broke the bank was the least to know it. Comment. So the answer is, Nathu was a typical poor working boy who was quite unaware of what was happening around him. His poverty did not allow him to think beyond his own problems. His grumbling at not getting paid led to the collapsed the bank. He was quite puzzled when he came to know that the People Nagar Bank had collapsed in a day. He quite innocently commented, I wonder how it could have happened, though he is the one responsible for it. And if you think the video is helpful to you, please subscribe the channel and like the videos.